Let's provision a Laravel ready server and deploy out a Laravel app. Let's first provision a new server. I'm going to click on that button and we'll go with Hessner as our hosting provider. And let's change this to Ashburn. And for server type, we'll select the Laravel optimized server, which will install Supervisor, Mcache, Redis, Nginx, Node.js version 16, PHP 8.0, and SendMail. All right, let's select that option and then click on provision. As your server is provisioning, if you're interested in what Cleavr is doing to the server, it's doing more than just carving out the space on the hosting provider for the server, but it's actually going through a whole list of things, making your server a little more secure and a little more ready to go for your applications. So you can see a full list of exactly what we're doing right here if you expand out that section. All right, the server has finished provisioning. If we click into it, we can see more areas of what we could do with the server, such as in the services section. Let's say you didn't want SendMail, but you wanted Postfix. What you could do is click on the ellipses, remove that, click on Install Service, and then go down and select Postfix. But our server is pretty much ready to go for what we want to do. Let's head over to the site section right here and add a new site. Click on Add Site, and then we'll find Laravel in the drop-down menu. And then we'll just use a temporary domain. And then under the advanced options, go ahead and click on Setup Database. And let's choose MySQL 8.0. And this is awesome. What this is going to do is not only is it going to install the Laravel site, but for the database configuration, it will install the database server, and in the env file, it will create the database connections in there. Right on, our site was just added to the server. Now we'll click on Setup and Deploy. This is going to take us to the web app section where you can configure the web application, where it will connect to our code repository. So I've already created a profile for GitHub. I'm going to select that. And then, let's see, I have some Laravel repositories already on my account. How about Simple CMS one? Click on Update. So just to go through some of these tabs real quick, Networks tab, if you have a multi-server architecture app, you would see the other servers here. Cleavr also has a load balancer solution, so if you wanted to load balance your app, you could use that. And under environments, if you recall, when we were setting up our app, since we enabled MySQL, it created the MySQL server and it created the username and password, and it also added those variables to my env file that you can see here. And also, since we know that this is a Laravel application, Cleavr puts in basically all the defaults for any env file for a Laravel application. So take a look at that, and if you need to update it, go ahead and update it here. Just make the updates and then click on Sync to Save. Under the deployment hooks, we see all the default hooks for deploying out a Laravel app. If you need to add a new hook for your deployments, click on Add Hook at the top right and then add your deployment hook. You can basically create any bash script deployment hook that you want, save that out, and put it in the order that it needs to be. But we're all pretty much set up. Let's go to the Deployments tab and click on Deploy. All right, looks like the app deployed. So the next thing we're going to be waiting for is some of these ping results to come in. Oh, and that's exactly what we want to see. We want to see 200s. That means the site is reachable. So let's go ahead and click on Visit Site. And nice, here's our Laravel 8 Simple CMS application that we just deployed out using Cleavr. Pretty easy. But wait, there's more. Quick commands. If you ever need to run several different commands for your Laravel application and you don't want to SSH into your server to run the command via terminal, well, just go into your app in Cleavr, and then you have all these different common Laravel commands that you could run, such as artisan clear cache. And then we'll just click on this and then run now. And then all right, we can see that the cache was cleared. And if you have any custom commands you want to run on your application, click on Add New Quick Command, create the command, create the script, and then feel free to run it. And this is just a taste of some Laravel specific functionality that Cleavr has.